Hey, what is up everyone? Past the Jams here, back with another review, and today we have another fan request. Thank you, Snow, for requesting Lil Peep's 2016 mixtape, Hellboy. Hellboy is a mixtape by Lil Peep, released in 2016. He was 20 years old. Sadly, Lil Peep did pass away in 2017 at the age of 21, and left behind a number of fans within his cult following, and was rising to stardom within the growing and still growing emo rap slash emo trap genre that essentially grew up, started off pretty small. Uh, from my understanding, he was the probably the number one artist in that genre, alongside with XXX Tentacion. They were pretty much rising to the top at that point and bringing light to this genre of emo rap. So all streaming services now added Hellboy mixtape to their streaming services as of 2020. This is a request. I checked it out. Um, I didn't really necessarily find myself diverging or exploring emo rap or trap back when it was really growing, like in 2017, 2018. That's when it really took off, especially with the release of Hellboy in 2016. I did see that this genre was really coming to light. However, it wasn't really my cup of tea at the time. Just wasn't really exploring it yet. But now that I'm getting these requests, I'm giving various artists a listen and exploring it more. I do see where these artists are coming from and think that it's still an underrated genre that could be discussed more and explored more by people. So you're met with 16 tracks and 44 minutes. Hellboy is a hell of a ride. Throughout the whole mixtape, uh, Lil Peep isn't necessarily the cornerstone of vocals. However, he doesn't have to be, and really backs that up with his raw aesthetic energy that doesn't come off as artificial, unlike other projects that I've heard. He really comes off as hard hitting and not energetic, like as pumped up, but energetic in a way that there's so much emotion built up inside of him, and he's getting it out through his raw energy vocals. Um, like I said, sadly, he passed away in 2017, a year after Hellboy's release, and something that kind of bothers me when artists pass away is they leave. Well, it's not their fault, but they leave behind their fans. Their fans are heartbroken. However, there's a new wave of fans that come to light and finally accept the artist, even though they're not necessarily fans of them before the artist passed away. And people could associate emo rap with being cringy. The lyrics are just about depression and sadness. Although there are elements and themes of depression, suicide, and suicidal tendencies within Hellboy, there is something to be said here, given that sadly he is now passed away. I'm not saying that this mixtape is better because he's passed away. I'm just saying that clearly there was something there, and people were to say that they didn't believe it or it was just all aesthetic and fake. No. This type of genre, artists who explore it, obviously there's something going on with them. They're going through something and they're expressing it through their music. Why would someone say that it's artificial and cringe? Like the man is now gone, and obviously given the way that he passed away, he was going through something, and I think Hellboy is a great representation of those types of feelings that artists try to convey a sense of expression and self, like expression and a healthy way of expressing their emotions, that not necessarily in a need of help, but just expressing in a way as a call to maybe their fans or someone else is feeling the same way, for them to not feel alone, or maybe to get like closure within themselves, things of that nature. Although he explores various dark themes, it's not a dark or sad out mixtape. It's actually quite like I said, raw energy that he gives off, along with his features, Xavier Wulf, Lil Tracy on multiple tracks, which he does quite well. Uh, Lil Tracy and Lil Peep are amazing together. They're probably the best features on this thing, along with Xavier Wulf and Horsehead. Weird names, I know, but probably the best track on this thing is Girls. Uh, Another thing that Lil Peep pulls off in this mixtape is the production. He incorporates elements of rap, dark rap, trap music, and incorporates other subtle little hints of rock, indie type rock. Well, not sort of hard traditional indie, more of like a psychedelic, a few guitar strings here and there, um, a subtle hint of lo-fi, I guess. It's hard to explain. He just explores a variety of music rather than the normal traditional trap beat. He does incorporate some strings here and there, which is very catchy and brings a new, fresh take on the emo rap trap genre. The two tracks that I would say that I didn't enjoy to an extent was Red Drop Shawty featuring KirbLaGoop. KirbLaGoop has a super weird and awkward verse along with Lil Peep. It's quite awkward. The lyrics are weird. A little too weird for me. I don't know if he was trying to be funny or come off as a comedic sense, but I don't know. It was a little like really stuck out of the whole collection of songs that we have here. Not really my style. And then Move On, Be Strong, the final track. Yeah. I just don't like the girl crying. Kind of weird messaging of a song. Not necessarily domestic or anything like that, but just good for him, trying to move on from this toxic relationship, I suppose. But I don't know, just the girl crying, it was did her for me. I didn't really like it. Or necessarily, I don't see myself coming back to the song on my own free will and listening to it, given that the rest of the songs are quite good and worth a listen. If I'm being honest, this is the best emo trap and rap project I've heard so far, given from the various projects I've heard already. I think this is the peak of where it all started, from this small, underrated genre that has now blown up thanks to artists like Lil Peep, XXXTentacion, so on and so forth. Sadly, these artists are now deceased and gone. However, they did leave their mark and were essentially the top of the top when it came to this genre that they shed light on. I probably will listen to more projects from Lil Peep. I'm giving this a 7.5. Um, like I said, probably the cornerstone of emo rap and trap music right here. Hellboy 2016 mixtape by Lil Peep. Rest in peace, my dude. Thank you, Snow, for requesting this. It was quite a journey, and I look forward to more fan requests. Um, Thank you all for watching this video. Peace and stay safe.